Hi, Erik.
Hi.
I mean, the main question I guess to start off with is, will you have any players back on Sunday?
I hope I have players, yeah. But yeah, there are players trained. They did train tomorrow. Of this morning, there was Bruno was on the pitch, and Scott McTominay was back on the pitch. So there are some players returning. But also I have to report that unfortunately yesterday Mason Mount fell out, so he will not be available for Sunday.
Is it? We've obviously it's only 15 days to the cup final now. Are there any players that are definitely not going to feature again this season?
Not in this moment, definitely. But we have some doubts. And some players they're really fighting to be available, and that is so amazing. They all try. They are all desperate to play. Yesterday, Licia came to me. He wanted to play tomorrow, on Sunday against Arsenal, but he's not ready yet. He needs a little bit more time to go through the process. But he is so desperate, and there are more. Rafa Varane, Victor Lindelof, Luke Shaw had a setback in his process as well. But there's still a hope, and he will fight to be available for the final.
Martinez is keen to play in the cup final, but he's had 3 injuries this season. He's back on the grass. What's his situation?
I just tried to explain. He is desperate to play. He misses so much. The team missed him, and he wants to play. But as you say, he had 3 injuries across the season, and he's almost there. So injury free. So he's in the end of the healing process, and now he has to get back into team training, into matches.
Is there a situation where you're almost on the verge of gambling with players' fitnesses, or would you never do that?
I will never do a gamble with the player, never. It's about them, about their futures, because that's the most important, about their careers. I have to take responsibility for it. And of course, the club, that's the most important. But the safety from the player, the health of the player, I think that is also always a higher level.
And Rashford, where's he at the moment?
Rashford, of course, he trained this morning as well. And we have to see how he recovered from this. But I think it looks quite good. And I hope he can tomorrow make the next training and then see if he's available for Sunday.
Is it important to get the result, the performance right on Sunday, or are you already starting to think about that cup final?
Both, but we always go in a game to win and not preparing for next game. And of course it is in my back head, but we want to put out a team what is competitive for Sunday, a team what is eager to win, and we choose the best team for Sunday to win that game.
Erik, of course, you want to win the next game, as you say. At what point, though, do you start looking at the bigger picture and think about prioritising games?
You do always. So I don't take big risks with players now to win on Sunday, and with the risk they drop out again. But I think it's not so different in a normal situation if you didn't have that cup final.
And looking ahead to Sunday, Arsenal, how do you prepare for them? What do you expect?
Yeah, we know all. It's one of the best teams, or probably the best team. You can discuss about this. Is City the best team, or is Arsenal at this moment the best team? Very ball secure. Very good structures. We know we have to play to absolutely our maximum levels to get a result in, but we are capable of it.
What do you say to the fans, Erik, who probably look at this game and think after Monday we've got absolutely no chance?
So you see the fans on Monday, they were our example. That is what I told the players. They backed us, and I think they see how we struggle. They see our problems we have. So they have a very good understanding about all the injuries we have and that we struggle, but they keep backing the team, so I'm very pleased with them.
And just about Mason Mount, I mean, it almost encapsulates your season in a way that he came, big expectations, and he can never play again.
It's very unfortunately very unlucky, and as you say, it's a symbol. But we have so many injuries, and it's difficult for all of us, for the whole club, but in particular the fans, and that's why they show unity. And when things are going bad, and you stick together, we will come out, and still we have to play for something really high. That's the FA Cup final, of course, and for the rest we will keep fighting in every game to get us also over the ranking into Europe.
Samuel.
Just on a relatable note with Mount, do you regret not signing Declan Rice because he was available for transfer in the summer, given his impact at Arsenal?
He's a very good player. I would absolutely have fitted here, but not that I'm not happy with Mason. This is what you're suggesting. I'm very happy with Mason, and he's also a very robust player. You see if in his profile, he played, I think, the last 4 seasons. So this is the 5th. Then the last 4 seasons only had a small issue in the end of his Chelsea career. Before that, he played almost all the games 3 seasons after each other, with 3 days turnaround. He always played, and so I think it's really bad luck what happened to him. And he's a very good player, and we really missed him across the season, I think, because he would have absolutely would have a contribution to our levels.
James.
Erik, your fellow Dutchman Louis van Gaal had a difficult second season in charge at United in the Premier League in Europe, but then went on to win the FA Cup, but to his great disappointment was sacked. Have you got any concern that the club, that even if you go on to win at Wembley, that the club might end up making a similar decision to what they did over Louis?
No, I think they have common sense, and they see when you have 32 different backlines, when you have 8 centre-backs, you use 8 centre-backs. If they see we use 13 partnerships in centre-halves, when they see when we don't have a left fullback, when we have so many injuries, they know that will have a negative impact on the results. And still, we are fighting, and it's huge, FA Cup final. So we are very happy to be there, and can still be a highlight for this season. And of course we are not happy, but we know the reasons why we are underperforming in the ranking now, and that's causes the injuries. And I'm a realistic person, and I see this when I make this analysis. And no team will perform when you have so many injuries in key areas.
Last question in this section, Ron.
Hi Erik, I think most fans would probably accept the problems you've had to face with the injuries, and you say that you've had so productive conversations with the owners behind the scenes, but do you not think it would be of value for the owners to say beyond any doubt that you're going to be manager here at the start of next season, because that way all the uncertainty just goes away, the fans stop speculating, the players are sure of what's happening. Do you not think that would help if the owners came out and said?
This question you have to make to the owners, not to me.
It sounds like you would quite like them to do that.
But once again, you have to make this question, and it's your opinion, and you have to make this question to them and not to me.
But that's part of the why you're in such an unfortunate position, because you have to sit here in front of us, and the owners aren't in front of us.
No, but that's my job, and I take responsibility for that, to speak with you, and that's why I'm the manager, to give the answers. And I don't care if they do or they don't. I'm working on improving my team, to develop my team, and that's my job here.